National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's all up next.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Russ.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. We'll try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. All he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Wilson, he'll let this go for Pickens. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. A big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times, he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's ETN. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They go play action for Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll give it to ETN on the option. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 46-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On the give, it's Etienne. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll run the toss here to Etienne. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And he'll take it on in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are on top. It's now 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens.
Wilson's pass complete to George Pickens. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 27.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Wilson. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he will score. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Jaguars 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. A first down throw for Lawrence. Back into the hands of Travis Etienne. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lawrence now. Ingram able to get open, makes the catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Third and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. This time it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle. Back to throw. Wilson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
They put Strange in motion. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Now here's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
They'll run it here with Etienne to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Kirk is the motion man. Again, they give it to Etienne. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within a point. It's 14-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Patterson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Now Russ. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd and 2. That's Washington, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Third and a yard. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Duvernay on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This run straight ahead for ETN. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Duvernay to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his tight end, Ingram. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. To throw is Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action with Wilson. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
At the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down and 8. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Harris. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches. Here's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Throwing is Lawrence. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see.
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay. And I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call. And it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things...
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Spot. Third down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
They'll try it now with Bigsby. And he's going to have the Jaguars first down. They find a way to convert on fourth down and pick up 10 yards. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.